Hi guys, I am not a fan of the post-it note coil clips. Do not like them. They don't stay in. They're hard to actually get in your planner. Like, you really have to work hard. See? Oh, it takes forever to get them in, and they don't last very long. So I'll show you how I use my own coil clips using template plastic and or leftover laminating sheets. So this is what I do is I take some template plastic just like this. This is one I got at Michael's. You get 3 sheets that are plain like this. They're opaque and they're pretty sturdy, or you can get the one with the grid on it. This pack comes with 3 sheets that are plain and 2 sheets that are in grid format. So that's actually helpful if you don't own a ruler that cuts for you. You'll have to use your own scissors. Anyway, so that's 5 sheets. And I can get out of each sheet 40 clips that are normal size. So you do the math. I spent $3.59 on that pack. We're using my Michael's 40% off coupon. So it literally gives you a cajillion coil clips for not very much money. Anyway, so that is what I have here, is these coil clips. They are very sturdy. They stay in well, and they attach to the card or whatever I want to quite well. So I will go ahead and show you how this works. If you are not blessed with a Michael's in town, this is what I started off using. This is template plastic that you can get at a quilting store. So if you want to check with your local quilters, they have template plastic. They use this to cut fabric with. And so that's what I have started with. And I'm running out, so I went and bought some clear template plastic, and it works just fine. So what you want to do is take your sheet of template plastic and divide it accordingly, however it works for you. I divided mine and got 7 long strips just like this of template plastic. And I'll show you how to use using a Sharpie in your planner how to get where to line up. So what I've done is on my cover, and you line up the edge of the strip. Now this strip is 1 inch by 11. That would be the length of the paper. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a dot where the coil enters that one little hole, and I'm going to keep going for the rest of the planner. See that? If you can see, I'm started going offline, and so what I've done is regrouped, but you can still see it's kind of off a little. So what I'm going to do is mark 1/4 inch from the side of the template plastic on each end. And it helps if you have a see-through ruler, but I'm not blessed with that. So what I'm going to do is line up my template plastic and my ruler and draw 1/4 inch. Now you can see I started off great and kind of started going wonky, but you don't need to redraw all those dots, and I'll show you why in a second. You see that? 1/8 inch hole punch, and I'm going to just go ahead and start punching away. And you want to line up the dot and the line and just start going at it. Things went pretty well. I was pretty straight, and it doesn't matter about the extra bloops because I've got a special trick. So all Sharpies are alcohol based, and if you just take a little rubbing alcohol on a cotton swab, it comes right off. And I'm just doing this on blue paper right now so you can see the clear template plastic. It's difficult. So anyway, there you go, piece of cake. Now that'll dry. Now the next step is to do the holes punching with the scissors. Now I use these special itty bitty little scissors, and it goes fairly quick. The only thing I would recommend is either doing it over a surface or garbage can, because you're going to have all these little tiny triangles all over the place. The great part about doing one long strip here is that you can cut them into individual sizes. Now, the normal coil clips that you can buy from certain companies come in 2-inch strips. So you can mark those out that way, or you can just leave this in your planner as is and then cut it to the length that you want. This looks like the one that you can buy off the other planner's website. Now, I used this template plastic from my quilter store, which is used just fine, and I used them permanent tape. But what you've done here is taken these two right here. Basically, you've gotten rid of this middle section and punched a hole in between to get that third ring. And so you can do that on every other one if you wanted to. And so that's another option. If you have trouble getting it in and out and you really don't want to mess with it too much, this seems to be a pretty decent way to put it inside your planner. Let's talk about adhesives. There's different kinds of adhesives that you can use on the coil clip, and all of them seem to work very well for me. So this one that I've used is made with permanent double-sided tape. Now, this is if you don't really care about the coil clip and the piece of paper. If you take it off, sometimes you'll have some damage done to the paper, and the coil clip has the tape on it, and it's sometimes it's difficult to get off. So you'd have to use either a straight razor, and it seems kind of fussy, but yes, yet again, it's permanent double-sided tape. Your next option is, with your coil clip, is using reusable glue sticks. And you can reuse this coil clip again and again using the same glue stick. Now, you'll have some residue on the back of your paper, but you can get rid of it. If you wanted to keep your paper, you can get rid of it by rubbing it. It'll come off. So that is by using the reusable glue stick. Now, when you stick it on, I would suggest using a piece of paper underneath and getting it pretty thorough and then sticking it on there. Now, do not try to insert it just yet. You're going to have to let it dry. So you can just push that off to the side and try something else. And see, you've got some residue on the paper underneath. That will come off as well if you needed it to. Some more adhesives to think about is reusable double-sided tape, removable. That way when you use it on your coil clip, that it will come off pretty easily. Okay, and the other last thing is glue stick. It works just fine. Make sure you let it dry before you try to insert your thing into your planner. Works great if you've got it. This is actually my thermal laminating sheets left over. So if you're blessed with a laminator, all you've got to do is just take one of these pouches, run it through the machine, cut it up, continue with the same process. This is just leftover scrap from a project I was doing, and this works just right. It's clear, it's not opaque like the template plastic that I've used previously, and it works just fine, and you're using up your scraps. So there you have it, guys. Enjoy.